Hello, how are you? It's been a while since I've made a book haul or any video for that matter, and I wanted to share with you some of the books that I was reading when I was away and some that I came home to find on my doorstep. Very exciting. Let's start with one of those. This is In the Unlikely Event by Judy Blume. Giant hardback book sent to me by Picador. They also sent me this lipstick, which I thought was nice and coordinated, so here we are. Anyway, this has just recently come out, earlier last month actually, in June. This is a book for adults written by one of the most famous children's young adult authors ever. Judy Blume is an American author. She's been writing for many years. She has books like Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, and Blubber, and all of these great books dealing with young people's issues. This book, on the other hand, is based on a real life experience of something she witnessed when she was a child. I'm just gonna be really uncool and read you the blurb. It says, in 1987, Mimi Ammerman returns to her hometown of Elizabeth, New Jersey to attend a commemoration of the worst year of her life. 35 years earlier, when Mimi was 15 and in love for the first time, 3 planes fell from the sky within 3 months, leaving a community reeling. And it goes on. So it's a flashback to this very traumatic event that actually did happen in real life in New Jersey when Judy Blume was growing up. And I'm just so excited about this because Judy Blume is just such a wonderful woman. It's a very summery cover, has a little airplane. I've never been to New Jersey, but hopefully this book will take me there. Definitely interested to know if you've read this or if you got excited about it because you read Judy Blume books when you were younger, as many of us did. Woo! Next up, I'm not sure if I've talked about this book before. I bought it a few months ago, didn't get around to reading it whilst at university because it's 650 pages long. This is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This was first published in 1992, I think, early 90s. And I've been meaning to read it just because I see pictures of it everywhere. It's a very distinctive cover and I know that people really like it. It's a book set in an American college, and I really like colleges generally as a setting. Maybe I'll stop feeling that way now that I no longer attend one. But anyway, this is about a group of students who study the classics, and they're very pretentious and they're very into what they study, and it's a thriller. It doesn't seem right calling it a thriller, but basically within the first few pages you find out that a murder has happened, and the rest of the book, all 600 pages of it, is sort of piecing together what happened and why it happened and how it changed and cemented the relationships between this group of like 21-year-olds. It's so beautifully written. I was really worried at the start. It is quite heavy in its sort of classics and it's Greek and it's Latin and all that kind of thing, and that is definitely not my area of expertise, so I was worried that it was going to keep alluding to those sort of things, but it doesn't. It definitely doesn't. It sort of builds on those and the ideas brought about in those, but if you're not into that kind of thing, I think you can still really enjoy this book, and I just loved it. Oh my god, I just really loved this. It's just accomplished is the word I want to use. It's like a Greek tragedy meeting an American movie about college and drinking and relationships. This book is a big old bestseller, so I'm sure some of you have read it, so I'd love to talk to you about it in a little more detail with more space. Okay, prepare yourselves. I've been meaning to talk about this book for a while, but it doesn't get released till October, I think, and October feels like a very long time from now, so I didn't want to talk about it too early. This was sent to me in late May. This is Patrick Ness's new book, The Rest of Us Just Live Here. I'm a huge Patrick Ness fan. He's a young adult author and I think he's just wonderful. More Than This was one of my favourite books from 2013. So I'm very excited about this. The premise is basically that stories always have heroes, the ones that go off and have these great wild adventures and save the day. But this book is concerned with the people who are left behind, the people who don't save the day, they just want to do normal things. So a story that centres around a hero that doesn't want to be a hero. I think I haven't even as much as looked at the first page of this. I was going to take it with me when we were travelling. I thought it would be a very enjoyable plane read, an airport read, train read, all the transport really, but I was just really worried that something would happen to it or I would leave it behind because that would be really embarrassing and really terrible. Anyway, I would have been pre-ordering this had it not turned up on my doorstep, and I'm just so excited about it. I know it will be lovely, I just know it. And this is a proof copy if you're wondering why it looks the way it does. Oh, I want to briefly mention this book. This was sent to me by Macmillan many months ago along with lots of other books, and it kind of got pushed to the back of my shelf and I forgot about it for a while. It's called The Haunting of the Sunshine Girl by Paige Mackenzie, who's actually a YouTuber. It's based on a YouTube channel idea, something. It's young adult. It's about a 16-year-old called Sunshine who is in a haunted house. This is also a proof copy, which is why it looks like this. It came out a few months ago, maybe March in the UK, probably a little bit earlier in America. So definitely you can get your hands on this. And this is at the top of my to read pile, which is why I'm telling you about it and including it in this haul. Ooh. And finally, look at this beautiful little chapbook. This is called a chapbook. Look at this lovely little thing. This is What Gives Us Our Names by Alvin Pang. This was given to me by a lovely girl at a meetup that we did in Singapore. And I read it on a train. We were on a train in Sydney and I read it. It's very short. It's maybe 42 pages long. Alvin Pang is a poet from Singapore, I believe. And this little story is from a collection called Babette's Feast. It's about people who have names, and their names are sort of states of beings or emotions or feelings. Characters called joy and love and passion. And it's just brief little pages about their lives and their relationships and the type of people they are. It's very poetic and very lovely. Just a little bundle of loveliness, but the thing that really interested me, it's published by Math Paper Press, which is an imprint of books actually, all based in Singapore I think, and they publish these every fortnight I think. They feature authors and poets and they just publish them in these beautiful little books, and I just thought that was so lovely and something I would never have gotten my hands on had I not been in Singapore and had a lovely thoughtful person who got me such a thoughtful gift. So this is really lovely. I'm going to be looking into more of Alvin Pang's work, certainly. And that's it. There you go. That was more of a mini haul than a haul, but such is life. Sorry. I feel very out of the YouTube loop and the book loop and all the loops actually. So let me know if there's any new releases that you're excited about, or if you're pre-ordering Patrick Ness or anyone, because that would be fun. And let me know what you're reading, of course. There will be links to all of these lovely books in the description if you want to know more. I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Number 1, this is Big Fish by Daniel Wallace. I don't know how people hold mugs when they make videos.